Yep.
That's good. What's going on YouTube Wednesday? YouTube Wednesday? No. Thank you. That was fun. What is going on, YouTubers? It is Wednesday edition. So today is the conversation about money. I thought there'd be a little more excitement. Let me try that again.
Yay!
Yay. So yeah, I wanted to have a conversation today regarding not just money, but the idea of finally putting down a solid plan to be able to set aside some money each month for each of the boys out of our YouTube earnings that we get from the ad revenue, so that when they are of age and they are going to phone calls and they are going to be moving on to their next life chapter, they have a little bit of funds to be able to take with them and get them on their feet, I guess you could say. So the long and short of it is we are not sure what the right amount is to set aside each month for each kid.
Yay!
We get money every single month for our YouTube ad revenue. For those of you guys that painstakingly watch some of the ads, and I've seen some of the ads, so I feel your pain. And it's really about, like, while we've enjoyed getting to use some of the funds for some outings, at this point for school fees, for extra trips, for extra clothes, fancy meals out, I also want to make sure we start looking at and exploring the long-term ideas. And so basically the conversation is about how much money should we set aside each month for each kid, so they got a little something something. You good? When they are older and ready to move on to their next adult life chapter. Now, children.
Yay!
Teenagers.
Yes.
Nice. You guys realize that whatever number we come up with for each kid, that means it's coming out of the amount that we earn, and we have that much less amount of money to be able to spend on interesting, fun adventures.
Sorry, driving a car.
Phone calls. So we're going to start the conversation off with the idea that each one of you are at a different age. Craig's 15, Dave's 13, Andre's 6.5.
Why 6.5?
You.
But I didn't get more than me.
Because they're older than you. They get a bigger number.
What do you mean, like?
I'm not talking money, I'm talking age, Andre. Welcome back to the conversation. Cool. So yeah, that's part of the conversation too, is do we set aside the same amount for each person, knowing that there is less time for others? So, gentlemen, what number do you think we should start setting aside each month for each of you, so that when you are 18 and you are ready to walk through those pearly white or aquamarine gates, you have a little bit of something to be able to carry with you? Dave, 20,000.
30.
Hold on. This is not a live auction, Andre. Chill. So let's do the math real quick, Dave. There's 1, 2, 3.
Well,
Junior. Anybody else that we just? Yes. Mares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. 20,000 for each person would be $100,000. If you're saying 20,000, yeah, and then it'd be even more if we include other people. So I don't think that realistic number is very realistic, unless you're saying 20,000 for everybody, that we divvy up amongst everybody so that everybody gets a little something. Craig, we're not swimming our hair right now. We're having a conversation with the guys.
10,000 each.
Okay, so 10,000 each would be 60,000 per month. essentially about half, if not more than half, of what we earn.
So how much you make on you?
The last few months of YouTube, we have been able to make around about 100, anywhere from 100,000 to about 120,000. And sometimes we make less than that. Most times we make less than that.
So you still have one left back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, yes. But remember, we got to pay for food, we got to pay for school stuff, we got to pay for trips, we got to pay for activities that we do. So, there is no right or wrong answer. Andre, sit up, please. Can you sit up, please?
So if I save 10,000 every month, that
If each of you,
600,000.
if you do 10,000 per person every month, for Dave, who's 5 years away, or 60 months, that would be 600,000.
The money we are still, we can go with it.
No. Well, you're gonna go away with it, yes, when you graduate from school and you move on to your next life's chapter. This is not money for shoes, for clothes, for toys, for even for activities. This is money that we set aside specifically for you guys to be able to take with you when we say adios. You guys, every single one of you guys has Spanish. Adios.
Adios, profesora.
What does that mean?
Bye bye, teacher.
Yo, gentlemen. He doesn't even have Spanish class. Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
No, I'm not Spanish.
Yes.
so how'd you learn that?
And the one is there now.
Okay, Craig, you're distracted again. We need a number. I'm not turning off this camera. You guys won't get to leave unless you click off, which, trust me, I understand. Adolescents
20,000
per person.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, that doesn't
Yes.
make any sense.
Why?
Because that would be the full amount of what we earn, if not a little bit more. No, Tyler's not taking it out of pocket. That's why Tyler has this YouTube channel, to be able to help you and to support you guys. It's not coming out of Tyler's pocket. Tyler's retirement pocket didn't include a bunch of children, but that's where we're at now, and I fully am happy and supportive of that, but the YouTube money is meant for that support. So I think 10,000 a person is ambitious, because that would be about half of what we earn on a good month. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that definitely would put a strong hindrance on not being able to do some things and some events. So I'm saying, yeah, 10,000 is possible. I think 5,000 is much more realistic, but obviously, you know, based on how much time you have left, that means you have left to carry with you. So the other option is we could do a percentage. We could say, based on how much we make, we could take 20% of it. Like if we made 100,000, we could take 20,000 and divide it amongst everybody. Or if we made even 50,000, we divide the set amount amongst everybody. If we did a percentage of our earnings, that means it could be more if we make more during the month, or it could be less if we make less. But I think our goal should be to shoot somewhere above 5,000. This is where you guys
Why not?
talk.
10,000?
Andre, we're having a conversation with the guys. Please sit up. Thank you.
Okay.
Why not 10,000? Well, that would mean 60,000, and that would be half of our earnings would go for your guys' long-term savings. That's not meant for toys, not meant for shoes, not meant for fancy backpacks.
10,000 not too much money.
I'm saying that's a lot of our earnings. And when you guys say, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go eat there, I want to do this for my birthday, I want to go out there for this holiday, and I say, well, we don't have it because we put it all in your guys' long-term savings, you guys are probably going to get frustrated.
Do 4,000. 5.
I think somewhere between 5 and 10 is where we need to land. You know, it's tough because Craig, you only have,
You know no sense.
well, you have,
You know no sense, guy. You def sense. Alright. Making get 5, me get. You know how you use your brain.
okay, well, no, it's not about not using your brain. It's about the idea that what's more important to you guys? Having money that's able for you to take with you when we say goodbye, or getting to do fun stuff along the way. And it's about finding that balance of the two of them.
Hold on. Yes.
The money.
The money to take with you when you leave.
The money. Or what?
But if we take the money and we set it aside in your guys' long-term savings, that means we don't use that same money for going on outings or for going out to eat or for buying fancy things. That's the money that's going to be meant for you when you leave.
Maybe sometime ago, maybe not.
You're right. That's what's going to end up happening. Because as of right now, I think the easiest way to do it is to do a percentage. Because if we say we're going to take, because we don't know how much we're going to earn each month. Some months we earn like around 500 US. Some months we earn twice that. It just depends on how great of videos we make and people choose to enjoy. But that way, if we do a percentage, that number is going to stay consistent, and we'll still have this. Andre, sit. We'll still have the same amount of money each month to be able to use for school, for trips, for fun stuff. So your goal, you want to get somewhere around 10,000. Craig says somewhere around 5,000. Andre, what do you say?
Remember, you are blessed.
Or to stay to
But I choose 5,000.
Why
Well-
you not choose?
What if we say the kids that have less time should get more than the kids that have more time? Craig has 3 years, you have 5 years, Andre's got 12 years. So if you guys get a little more money than the younger ones because they have more time to be able to grow, then maybe that's fair too.
The Andre boy.
So what if the older kids got 10 and the younger kids got 5? Because again, you have less time to be able to let that money save up over time. And right now, our long-term savings, high-yield savings account is right around 3.5%, which we'll talk on another time. But I think that's fair too. Go ahead.
They still not get more down.
In the long run, because they have more time to be able to earn that money. So if you earn 10,000 for the next 5 years and he earns 5,000 for the next 12 years, he'll still end up with more money than you because he has more time.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So let us know in the comments.
So guys, if we get 10,000 every 3 years.
Every month,
No,
Craig,
every month.
set aside, not in your hand to go spend on stupidness.
So
Andre,
by the time we turn
sit down.
18, how much money that?
Well, 3 years is how many months, Craig?
Eh?
How many months are in a year?
7 years, me 1.
Wow. Okay.
Me
Here we go. How many months are in a year, gentlemen?
But you know?
12.
12.
What year, remember?
Wow. 12 months in a
12,
year,
12.
Craig. And if you have 3 years, how many months is that? Anybody?
4.
Why question?
If you have 12 months
Mm.
and you have in a year and 3 years, what's 12 times 3?
So thank you.
36.
36. So, if you put 10,000 times 36,
10 times.
you'll end up with 360,000.
I mean, I get 600,000.
Right.
I get 600,000.
And you'll get. So your math problem's a little different because you are 6. You got 12 years. 5 times 5. You'll end up with, we'll do that math another time. Eh?
How much did we end up with?
Yes, it'll go on your bank account when you were ready to say goodbye, and you walk out those aquamarine gates for the last time.
How much money you want to go get?
Probably 5.
No,
I'm not doing the math right now, Dave. I mean, you want me to? You want me to go there? You want me to go there? Okay, here's the math problem. Andre's got 12 years. A little less, but we'll call it 12 for simplest. How many months are in a year?
12.
12. What's 12 times 12?
36.
100,
100.
38?
No.
30 or 8? 100.
12 times 12.
12 times 12.
We worked on math facts.
Wait.
44.
144. Wow.
Yeah.
So, 12 times 12, 144 months.
I mean,
144 months
Mm.
times 5,000.
You see? 124 times what?
Oh boy.
500.
Oh boy. Dave, why are you worried about Andre?
Ah!
Plus interest, it's complicated. Compounded.
No, me I go get more.
What difference does it make?
Tax step on it too.
No, Craig, you're.
Oh.
I might tax you the rate you're going, yeah. So that's the conversation, and we appreciate everybody's comments and thoughts and ideas. The basic question is, yes, how much money should we start saving aside for long-term savings so that these kids have something when they head out into the real world, and what's appropriate for each one? Please help us out.
35,000.
Perfect. Throw in the comments your thoughts, respond to other people's comments, and let's see if we can come up with an agreement. And the rain's falling, so stick around. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? No one's going to say bye?